Yes, even this insane trick is explainable. In this magic trick, as you can see, the performer walks on stage, starts performing, and all of a sudden, his head drops off to the middle of his chest. Then, to the amusement of the audience, he holds his head with one hand and brings his head back to its original position. He simply creates a triangular frame which looks like this, using a hanger, 2 wooden sticks, and duct tape. After this, he hangs the black jacket on a hanger, wears it, and makes it sure that the wooden sticks are in front of him so that this whole setup is entirely covered by the jacket. Now, while performing on stage, he simply lifts his jacket up by pushing the coat hanger attached to the wooden sticks, and at the same moment, left hand. America's Got Talent tricked the judges and audience with his amazing salt trick by disappearing salt in his palms and then getting it back again. The secret here lies in the thumb cap that Smoothini wears over his thumb that is most often visible to the camera when we have a careful look at his thumb. To perform the trick, Smoothini starts by moving his thumb onto his palm and fisting his fingers around it. He then gently takes out his thumb by keeping the thumb cap in his fist. Now, he pours the salt inside his fist and takes out the thumb cap from the fist by moving his other hand thumb inside the fist. The thumb cap is now on the thumb of his other hand, and the salt is present inside of it. He goes on to repeat the trick several times, thereby making the judges and the audience believe that he could actually make the salt disappear in his hands. In which he takes an iPhone from a woman and in one quick moment turns it into a small phone. Then he takes a glass bottle from a man, puts that small phone in the bottle, and here comes the final part of the trick. He converts that small phone back into the original, bigger iPhone. Someone then calls the number to verify if it is indeed the same iPhone of that woman, already holding a fake iPhone. So, Dynamo takes her iPhone, with the audience thinking it's her real iPhone. With an impressive sleight of hand, he inserts the phone into his jacket using a gimmick called Gecko, which pulls the phone into his jacket using elastic bands. At the same time, he pulls out a smaller version of the phone from his left sleeve, which he had already prepared, and then fits this small phone into the empty bottle given by the man, who is also a stooge. For the final part of the trick, the bottle you see now has been exchanged with the previous bottle. And it was during this camera cut when the bottle was exchanged by the third stooge in this trick. Now, this already prepared bottle has a black card which separates the replica of the small phone and the woman's original iPhone, which was taken before the trick. Here, the iPhone is hidden behind the card, which blends with Dynamo's black t-shirt. If we pause here, you can see the outline perfectly. Now, to convert the small phone back to the original iPhone, Dynamo just rotates the bottle and shows the original iPhone with the small phone hidden behind the card. Here you can also see Dynamo's thumb going down, which confirms that he rotates the bottle. At the same time, he makes that black card and small phone disappear using the Gecko technique explained earlier. He finally returns the iPhone left in the bottle to that woman, and of course, it rings when her friend calls because it is indeed her original iPhone. Dynamo, the magician beyond magic, performed the trick in which he froze the complete water fountain by defying all the rules and laws of physics. You might even be wondering as to how come he was able to do that. To begin with, he touches the water and the water starts to freeze into ice. But that did not actually happen, and here's the secret. There was already a layer of ice at the bottom of the fountain water, which was made to rise above by pulling the water downwards. Also, to amaze the audience more so, Dynamo even froze the fountain water source. Well, if you look closely, the ice flow is actually narrower than the stream of water, which makes it possible that the frozen stream of ice was already present, and water was made to flow over it, which was later stopped. That made it look like the stream of water was also frozen. You all must have seen Dynamo's famous video where he was seen walking on the water of the Thames River. But how did he do it? Well, the answer surely lies in the plexiglass. Plexiglass, when submerged into water, is almost hard to find because the density of plexiglass is almost like water. Plexiglass are clearly supported by plexi tubes, and many magicians have tried the same variant in swimming pools and water lakes. No matter where it's performed, the answer surely and always is plexi tubes and plexiglass. Has done it in front of people on the streets. He took an iPhone and magically twisted it from its center to half screen and half back position. That's insane! But how did he do it? Well, here's the actual trick behind it. Dynamo took an exact half back cover of iPhone and placed it carefully holding over the screen. Now showing his audience the back of the iPhone at first, he covered the iPhone with both of his hands, and instead of twisting it, he just rotated the iPhone entirely to the screen side with the half back cover placed over it. Magicians have played an amazing role in making America's Got Talent a huge success.